Live. I'm a creator of College of the Dead. You may have seen my graphic novel, zombie graphic novel, fully funded on Indiegogo. Super excited about that. And also, I'm a publisher of more than 1,000 comics. I've published many, many, many comics. Love comics. But tonight, we're really here to focus with Michael Beacon on his project, Seven Legions. Michael, thank you for joining us tonight. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me on.
Seven Legions looks really, really cool. And I want to talk to you about Seven Legions. I just want to talk to you a little first about you, Michael Beacon, like how you got interested in comics. Is this the first comic you've ever made? Like, give me a little bit about your background with comics.
This is the first time I've successfully made a comic. I tried making it a web comic a few years back. Wasn't too good at it because I was drawing it, and I wasn't ready yet for that. And then in 2014, I tried making it again. Got ghosted, and
Ghosted.
Yeah,
I ghosted some girl, and she knows who she is, and I'm sorry I did that, but happens.
Yeah. I found the guy later. He was working on a My Little Pony fan fiction comic. Not a huge loss there.
Okay.
But
so I'm sorry. So what you meant to say when you ghosted, and then I started talking about that girl. So I got distracted. But the artist disappeared on you.
Yeah, just sort of like I was in contact with him. And he's sort of, but
kind
it's a good. Yeah, it's a good thing that happened because back then it was a much lesser quality version of the story, and
this looks great.
Yeah, years later, it's now my computer ate that file, so I had to rebuild it. I had to rebuild it from scratch, and
so it was not meant to be that book.
Yeah, it was not meant to be. Now it is.
Nice. Okay, this is the drawing that I'm really attracted to with this book. So this is your first published comic.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be full color.
Yeah.
It looks very cool.
Thank you. It's I've got two artists on this doing the line art. There's Henry Ponciano and Pablo Romero. Henry Ponciano, he did Tinseltown.
Yeah, Tinseltown for Alterna. Beautiful looking book.
And then I'm doing the colors.
Okay. Oh, I think have I seen some of these pages before? Maybe on another stream.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. This is great looking. This is Pablo's, right?
Yeah.
I was just talking with him. He put out a Twitter post earlier today with just some random art of his like 80s look of people. Yeah. It's such beautiful classic work.
Yeah, and on this, he's doing a 80s anime style. And as soon as I saw that on his profile, I was like, before I was thinking of him doing his like old school comic style. And I saw that, I was like, oh man, this makes me nostalgic for all the stuff I used to watch on Toonami.
He's such a talent.
Yeah, it's like all of it just brings back all these like old imagery.
His ability to work with and be inhabited in that style and be so coherent with it, that takes a lot of focus on a lot of discipline to be able to work that way.
Yeah,
that's a real professional that can do that. Yeah. Unless they take like 2 months to do one page, and I'm not saying he does. He obviously doesn't. He delivers.
Both my artists are real fast.
Oh, it's fantastic. I would love to work with him sometime.
Yeah. Now, issue 1, we had a different art team. These pages are actually from issue 1. This guy, he had personal issues. He wasn't able to continue, but
it happens.
Yeah,
he did with some great people now.
Yeah, he did a great job. And he was great to work with, but it just didn't end up remaining.
Sometimes the pieces don't fit together. Sometimes it's timing. Sometimes it's competing interests. It's hard to say, but you go where the action is. You stay loyal to people. They stay loyal to you. Yeah. You work with good people, and then you move on. And sometimes those relationships last for a really long time, and sometimes not forever. We were even talking about on a prior stream, like even Todd McFarlane had artist changes on Spawn, but of course he did because it's such longevity, 30 years. So anything is possible. People get 7 Legions. The book comes out, gets delivered. Obviously, it looks to me, I'm not to say obviously because you never know, but this looks like it's getting funded. You picked a very reasonable goal, $3,000, 28% already funded. You have 28 days left on this project. It's fantastic. So
Yeah.
tell me about the story though of Seven Legions. What are the Seven Legions? What's this about?
Okay, so it's the story of Hiko, an orphan who becomes a samurai who lives in a time of chaotic civil war in feudal Japan. Um,
Wow.
and every night he has dreams about the life of Azrakal, who's an angel who served the Seven Legions, which is a galactic peacekeeping force. Um, and he learns through his dreams of this conflict that's coming between the Seven Legions and their three greatest enemies that Azrakal vanished trying to stop. And now Hiko's got to choose between fighting the war that threatens his family and fighting the war that threatens the galaxy itself.
Is this Look at the composition of this piece.
Oh yeah, this was originally
Who did this?
that was Henry. Yeah, he's doing the cover on issue 2. This was actually originally one of the 3 cover designs he submitted, but I liked all 3 designs he sent in so much that I was like, this one's going to be a print, the other one's going to be a cover, and the other one I'll have to find some way to adapt later.
Is he doing any of the sequential art?
Oh yeah, he's on the interiors. Each half of the story, each issue is split into 2 halves. There's the dream portion that's actually a memory, and he's doing that part. That's the sci-fi fantasy side, and Pablo's doing the historical fiction side, and eventually the 2 are going to intermingle, and yeah, you're gonna see
Michael,
them.
this is stunning. This is
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, you didn't draw it, but it's
Yeah.
yours.
Right.
Yeah, people compliment me on art too, and I feel funny sometimes. Like I didn't draw the
Well,
thing.
I did do the color, so
You did.
that
That's beautiful color.
thank you.
Oof,
Yes.
This is fantastic. What else is this guy doing?
Henry, I know he's got a few other books. I don't have them memorized.
Well,
But they're all looking good. He does a lot of work with David Lucarelli, who's the writer for Tinseltown. And there was one thing I saw, it was like had a bunch of mechs, which that was a big relief because at some point he's gonna have to draw some dwarven mechs.
no, I'll tell you what, man. You make comics that look like this, you're gonna do just fine. This already. I mean, I don't know. This is your first campaign.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, can I just give you a little advice here?
All right.
You know the image that we're using on YouTube, which is like a crop of this? Yeah, you got it in here. I got it from here. It's one of these images, like this image.
Yeah.
This needs to be the cover image for your campaign, not this. And the reason why is this does not mean anything to anybody who looks at it, in one quick second. It's actually Ethan Van Sciver was told that to Chris Rue, who is the publisher of Come to Me Information. I don't know. Chris Rue is freaking
Iron
amazing.
Skies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Iron Skies did the same sort of thing, and Ethan's like, "You have gorgeous artwork, Chris. Don't leave that image, that landing image." And he's so right. This is the landing image, man. And then we'll get funded in like a week tops, because people will pay for this. It's just when they see this, they're not sure what they're paying for.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful work you're putting together here. Really, really great.
And I'm just so happy that COMICSGATE came together when it did, because all these people I'm finding are just amazing. And the title art too. Yeah, the title art is done by Betty Brighteye. I'm not sure where he went, but he did amazing.
He took a little vacation. Vacation. I think he'll be back. But he's a designer that was hanging around comics. He does beautiful work. That is a really nice logo, and I've seen some other guys doing some beautiful design work. It really is great. Really, really beautiful work. So this is how many pages is this book?
So issue 1 is 20 pages. Issue 2 is 30, and you're going to get both of them regardless of as soon as we fund, you'll get both issues.
So did you publish one already, or you're publishing both at the same time?
Issue 1 is available digitally, but it's digital. No one buys digital really anymore, as much as they thought they could rely on. But yeah, it's out digitally. But
Well, I
Yeah.
guess so. My question was, you already made issue 1. Now you're
Yeah.
making issue 2.
Yeah.
So
So
when people back this, they're getting issue 1 and 2 in
yeah.
print,
Yep.
at least a physical copy.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take a look at this just so we understand what this is. I just got to bother you a little more about the story, and then let's go through the
Okay.
tiers. But so, in a galaxy at risk, a young samurai will prove their greatest hope, which is very cool because it reminds me a little bit of Star Wars.
Yeah. That's yeah. I
We
was
need to reinvent Star Wars.
yeah.
So
Like
if you want to do exactly what Star Wars was when it was done properly, you're going to get no complaints from us as
yeah.
customers. I'm going to back this. I didn't back this yet. I will back this. I
All
want
right.
this. You know, I love that image. Very, very. Really like your coloring. But I
Thanks.
really like. I just like everything about that. But we need to reinvent Star Wars. It's gone. They changed it. So this is like getting a chance to reinvent Star Wars again, and that's guys in the chat on this stream. You know, I mean it sincerely. We all know we need to reinvent it. Maybe this guy has it. You know, maybe this could be the next Star Wars for us, or at least some replicate it in some small way so we have that for the future. But this is what we need. We need classic stories like this.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously there's a lot of background and there's samurai stuff and there's galaxy and it seems like it's really in depth. So you've
Yeah.
kind of created a whole world of
Yeah.
characters and fantasy and all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah. And
But then,
like
so it's
yeah.
all about. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Like
man.
and just like Chris said, there's dwarves with jetpacks. There's there in issue 2. There's going to
Okay,
be yeah. There's like it's think of it like Star Wars if all the aliens were races from fantasy and mythology.
nice.
You got the angels, you got the elves, and it's not like there's no magic. There's some of the races have abilities, but
Mm.
it's not like they're not doing spells. There's like it's not the force. It's like telekinesis and stuff. Um, and yeah,
Well, you got all kinds of cool things going on here. Now, what the heck is this? Who did this?
Pablo.
Okay, so this is anime, this 80s anime style.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, people should back this. I mean, this is very cool, and really interesting looking. And as a first-time publisher, if you have any questions, you can seek me out. You can seek out a lot of the other COMICSGATE guys. Just try to rely on guys who have shipped books before, made books
oh
before,
yeah,
and don't hesitate to ask any questions about anything: printing, pricing, customer service, file preparation. I don't know all that stuff, but I know bits and pieces. I know a lot of it, but I know everybody who knows the answer to any one of those questions. So you can
all right.
ask any of us because we all help each other to put out great books. Look
Yeah.
at
And
this.
I've been keeping an eye on all the publishing stuff and taking notes on who people use for printing and all that, and it's yeah. So
Yeah, different people have different experiences. I have no question. You don't put something like this together and not have all the details down. I know you have all
yeah.
the details down. I'm very confident. I'm very confident to back you myself. I know this is going to come out great, and it's going to be shipping. You have July 2020, but I wouldn't be surprised if you ship sooner.
Yeah, July 2020 is if we reach all our stretch goals and we fund all 5 books that we are hoping to fund through stretch goals. So that's like basically like best/worst case scenario.
Got it.
So
If all the money is raised, it's going to take a little longer to make everything.
yeah,
But if
just
not, you're going to be able to ship it a little bit sooner. That's
oh yeah,
fine. You just make it as planned. It looks great. And your cat agrees.
yeah,
All right. We don't want to go against the cat. Let's look at the tiers. First of all, I like what I see. A nice $50 tier. That's a good price level for people that are passionate about the project.
and
And what are we
and
getting?
the with the print tier you get all the books that we fund. You'll get them signed. You'll get your name in the thank you page. Right now I'm thinking you'll get your first name unless you say otherwise. So if you got like an online persona you want to be mentioned
Yeah,
as.
that's a good idea.
And you'll also get we start with 1 print, but as we reach certain stretch goals we'll unlock more prints,
So
so you'll get
at a minimum, I'm getting issue 1 and 2, both printed,
yep
and I'm getting at least 1 print.
yeah
And that print is 11/17, or what size is that print?
11 by 17.
Nice, 11/17.
Yeah, and there's a maximum of 6 prints that we can unlock.
Very cool. So they'll know, everyone knows up front. It depends on how well we fund the campaign, but at a minimum, this is what you're getting. That's great.
Yeah.
Very clean, very understandable. All right. A physical and how much is the shipping on most of these tiers? Do you know what the shipping is on this?
5 for domestic, 25 for international, but we do have the international tier for
Okay.
people. Yeah.
All right, and we'll jump to that next with the international double pack. Why not? All right, so we got the physical copy, which
Yeah.
is
You get the books, you get them signed, you get your name on the thank you page.
very cool. Okay.
And that also comes with any swag items we unlock with the stretch goals.
Okay, and you're not playing games on the shipping. You're being very reasonable on the shipping,
Yeah.
which is great. International double pack.
Yeah, you get double of the books, double of the swag items, and there's no shipping There's no shipping cost added on.
It's all built into the price.
Yeah.
$40. Also very reasonable. All right. You put a lot of time into this. It's great. Like planning everything.
Yeah, I kind of stole that last one from Mike Murphy.
Mike Murphy loves everybody. He's a good man. And
I saw that as like a really good idea. I was like, okay, I got to take that one now.
yeah, well, we all help each other. What's ours is yours. Everything is out there for everybody else to benefit and to evolve and develop and deliver. Yep. Mostly books to Chris Evans, to be honest with you, Bill. Everybody who wants the books and can really enjoy them. And of course, I mentioned Chris because he's such a huge supporter of everybody. Yeah. Jason too. Jason Starr is fantastic, and Simon. So many great guys out there. And the War Campaign, who, we got to connect you to the War Campaign guys if you don't know them yet. They are a really fun show, and they're huge. They are COMICSGATE. It's such.
A lot of those guys have been real awesome. Nick's tweeting out my links every day. It's real grateful for that.
Tinfoil Hat Nick, he's a good man. Jack, and it is all those guys just passionate about creators, passionate about comics, passionate about the community and supporting each other. Great people. Yeah. I'm gonna get you a list of other promo channels after we're done talking to make sure that that you have access to everybody that I know in the COMICSGATE group, so you can get additional exposure for your project. All right, enemy of the legions. I don't know if I want to be somebody's enemy.
You get
drawn in the comic. Yeah, tell me about this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you get any of the stuff that comes with the physical tiers. All the prints, all the books, all the swag items, cool. And you also get drawn in as an enemy of the 7 legions. Issue 2 is the first opportunity for that. You will be drawn in as an orc. The first one's already been claimed. He's going to take a jetpack dwarf axe to the face. Second one is going to be I'm thinking right now it's going to be the orcish anti-air gunner. And that's going to be an exciting scene too. There's 5.
Cool. So how many of those do you have available?
There's 5 of them available now. If we unlock issue 3, we'll unlock 5 more. Issue 4, 5 more. Issue 5, 5 more.
Fantastic. Very. I love how much you've thought all of this through. Of like, if we get this funded, then we can offer this, and if we have this, then we can have that. And the thing of it is it's hard to keep track of all these details. Honestly, because I get involved in it, and before I know it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot this interacts with that. And you've been meticulous about all this. And that's what people expect. When they're looking to buy something from you, they don't want to be confused.
I've got a spreadsheet that I made for this campaign.
You are the man.
It's probably so complex that only I can understand it, really.
Well, you're the one who is responsible to understand. It's your campaign. Good for you, man. That's the way to do it. That's how you look. I've done everything like the hard way, the easy way, and in between. The way you do it is you plan everything out. And so then everything's under control. And then when something is wrong, because you're so organized, when it's time to take action and fix it.
Yep.
As opposed to people not really knowing what's going on and then having to worry and be like, well, I'm kind of worried all the time because I'm not sure what's going on. It seems like things are going pretty well. It's like, no, when things are and when things aren't. You can take action and solve problems when they're small. I love that stuff. I love that
Yeah.
production management. All right, Soldier of the Seven Legions.
So
Interesting.
it's you get all the physical perks once again, and you get drawn in as a soldier of the Seven Legions.
Very
You'll
nice.
get to when you select that perk, there'll be a menu. You get to choose which race you want to appear as. So you can
Ah,
appear, like human, angel, dwarf, elf.
oh, like a
Um,
video game, really.
yeah.
That's really cool. And you already sold one.
Yep.
It's a damn cool idea. I like it.
Thank you.
Legend. All right. We only got one legend to buy.
Yep. You appear as a character of significance in the issue, someone with lines, and you'll have a chance to appear in later issues, maybe as a statue, maybe just in name. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it'll be in the flashback scenes, the memories. And since it's over the course of 2,000 years, you'll get to see this character's legacy later on.
That's actually really cool. And it makes me think that we don't abuse our authority enough. Because, like, why don't we make ourselves like, the cool, sexy guys in our comics being like, hey, uh, like we should be using ourselves as characters more because it is worth it. $500 it's not nothing. It's significant money, but at the same time, you get immortalized, which
Yeah.
is kind of actually really cool. And again, this is not a flexible campaign, right? It's a fixed, or would I have it wrong? It's
Yeah,
fixed.
it's fixed.
So,
Like I just didn't want to get into the situation where I'm
yeah, I did
beholden to that.
flexible. I did flexible. It was a mistake, and I'm never doing it again. It's like either get funded or not, because if not, then people get confused. So when someone funds this, you're not just like some guy who's telling his wife, "Honey, look, for $500, I was able to fund this, and it's flexible." So he got the money, but he didn't get funded, so he's not necessarily going to ship the thing. So then she would get mad at you. But any guy who's listening to this, your wife would be thrilled to know that if you spend $500 to permanently forever be in a comic book, you're going to be there no matter what. So she'll be like, hey, that's a reasonable expense. I'm not
Yeah,
going to give you a hard time. Um, but they might give you a hard time anyway. But you
yeah,
gotta spend your money wisely. To me, it is cool to be drawn into a comic. I was drawn into one of our comics once out of the 1,000+ that we did. Maybe twice that I know of. It was fun. It was many years ago, and that's your hint to go find it. It's in there somewhere. But I should have abused that a lot more because I could have been like superhero or anything. $500 is a little bit much. If people can afford it, it's good. If not, being a soldier of the seven, there's only 5 available. One's gone already. It's worth thinking about.
yeah.
I will tell you, I'm still thinking about this orange piece. Is this going to be a poster?
Yeah, that's going to be the second print we unlock. And I forget exactly where that is, but
That's all right. Doesn't matter. So that's the second print. So that's the first stretch goal.
that's the second stretch goal.
Second stretch goal. Did you list the stretch goals at the bottom?
Yep.
Okay, let's go there and just take a look at them real quick because I think it's important that print gets made.
Yeah.
We can fund for 3,000, which okay. This is what we're providing. Stretch goals. If I pass it, you tell me. Be like, hey, cut it out. All right, here they
Yeah.
are.
Yep.
$3,000 is goal. All right, just let's read at least some of them off. 4,200.
Yeah, you'll receive a bookmark as a swag item. That's it. Anyone who backs this will get that.
Cool. 5,400 unlock.
Yeah, that's that print you were talking about.
Oh, the print that I love. Okay. $6,600 is going to be a retailer tier and for the troops.
Yeah, at that point we'll be able to double our print run, and we're gonna have enough copies no matter what.
Mm,
I budgeted for that, so
cool. 7,800 all backers receive trading cards. Cool. Do you know how many trading cards?
4 of them.
4 different. Very cool. And then there's unlock print 3. And then once you get to 9,000, things are flying, and there may even be even more exciting things going on with this campaign.
Yeah,
So we got to get it funded first for 3,000. I like the soldier tier, and I really like this featured tier. I like both of those, and I really love this piece. Right now, this is being used as one of the covers, or where is this
th-
in the comic?
this is just a print option. It was originally going to be one of the covers, but I put it up for a vote on a DM group between that one and the piece that we ended up using as the cover.
Okay.
And yeah, the other one was much more of a cover. This one's definitely much more of a
Print poster.
something you just hang up on your wall.
It is such a poster. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's a great piece. It's fantastic. Everybody should really look. This is a cool project. You got another cool creator here who's passionate about making great stuff. He knows what he's doing. Um, Everybody should be really retweeting this campaign. Share this interview as well. Share this link, subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell for notifications. Let people get to know Michael. Let them meet him. Let them see like what he's got to offer with this comic. I think it's really cool. And anybody who's ready to back, I mean, I think you really should back this. At least share it, keep it on a list. Follow the project. You can follow it here by clicking on follow. So you'll be aware of what's going on with it, even if you haven't backed it yet. But back it. I mean, if it's in your budget, this is a very cool looking book. I think you're going to be you have other projects that you're getting ready to do too as well.
I'm working on Dusty Tortillas as the colorist.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah. I've got another one. I'm not sure if he's announced yet, so I don't want to be the one to announce it.
You keep an eye on Michael. That's
yeah.
I have a tendency to ask people, questions like I feel like I'm obligated to answer. Like you are not obligated to answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool when people get to announce everything and they're ready to show everything. So there's a matter to timing that, guys. And also you can follow Michael on Twitter. Michael, what's your Twitter account?
It's the number 7 Legions Beacon.
Okay, 7 Legions Beacon. And guys, back this project. It's beautiful. You got to make sure that I get this print. I can't just be looking at this as like some sort of screensaver. So everybody's got to back it. Guys in the chat, thank you so much for listening and for your support and for backing this and for sharing it. I am actually going to do another show tonight. Believe it or not, Vinny Tartamella is getting close to finishing his campaign for Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill, and Vinny and I are we're brothers in comics, so we got to get this show done tonight. It's a must do. We're going to do that one at 11 o'clock. We'll have a tweet that goes out for that soon. But Michael, I really want to thank you for taking the time to meet with us tonight. I'm going to make sure I get you a list of other channels that you can appear on. People really get to know you. And man, you got to feature this artwork on the campaigin. It is so cool. It's really cool.
I'll take care of that as
please. As soon as we hang up. Right. As soon as we hang up. You have to, because you see the difference between this, what that does to people versus this is like, all right, I don't know what this is.
This is
like, oh my God, Frank.
Malin and EVS on his first critique stream, that was actually one of the pieces they reviewed, and they're like, I can find no fault in this. That was like,
there is nothing wrong with this. Yeah, I want to work with this artist too. There's so many people I want to work with, but yeah, there is nothing wrong with this. Not only is there nothing wrong with it, it's compelling as hell.
And I do just want to answer one of the questions in the chat. Zebulon Pike asks.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it, Zeb.
Yeah, he asked, is this COMICSGATE? I am absolutely 100% COMICSGATE. Yeah.
Do you hail with the war campaign?
I get along well with them. Hail War Campaign. Those guys are awesome guys.
All right, that it sounded real. You're in, brother. You're in. Zeb, thank you. Shinto said you sent our boy Zach the Kirby collection. Great stream. I don't know if that's a reference to this or something else, but Mike is back. Oh, wow, Zeb. Thank you for backing.
Thank you, Zeb.
We appreciate it. You're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to.
I'm going to aim to put out the best book I possibly can.
Excellent. You keep at it. It's going to be worth it to you. It's so worth it to us. We have to make the comics now. The other bigger companies, whatever, they decided to go a different direction with their comics. You know what? God bless them if that's what they want to do. This is what we want to do. This is what we love. 7 Legions might be our next Star Wars. Let's get it done. Let's make this comic happen. Let's get you making more comics. And that's the main thing is we want to support guys. We want them to feel good about making comics so they can make more of them. I'm going to make a lot more comics. And this is the best time for comics that there ever was. We get the best people involved. Couldn't be more sincere about it.
Yeah.
All right, man. You have a great night. Everybody in the chat, have a great night. Please come back and join me in whatever it's 25 minutes, 30 minutes for the show with Vinny. We got to support Vinny too. He's our brother. And everybody have a great night. Michael, thank you again so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.